Good morning. Today we're going to take a look at XRP, Bitcoin, and the Sigma coin. So, all right, zooming in here on XRP thus far from yesterday's capitulation low, we have impulsive 5-wave move off the lows. And so we've already started this journey of grinding our way out of here. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for the continuation of this correction and kind of when this gets finished. And then ultimately, depending on how deep this correction ends up going, we're going to have some different targets for where we think we're going to kind of top out at. So right now, as far as this correction is concerned, I'm looking at we're looking for generally an ABC. So we've got let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves for the downside for wave A. Then we did an ABC up for a wave B. And now we're looking at a kind of like some kind of choppiness, and this may actually drop us all the way back down here to 203 is where there's a potential retest for. Basically back down to the -2 deviations from the breakdown prior to the most recent to give us the range that we're playing in. And this would ultimately set us a higher low, giving us the ability to close this gap right here on the short time frames. And then when that ultimately happens, we can then impulse off of that and move us back up to the top of the range to 224 would be the idea. So right now this is kind of playing out like a triangle. It looks like we've got lower lows stepping in. There is a 5-wave move down. So maybe we can count this as like an A. Maybe this is the B leg right here. And we completed like an A, B, C, and then we're just doing a truncated 5th. But this will probably accelerate and move its way down to the bottom of the range based off the momentum and everything else, and then we can come all the way back up and revisit here. During that time, we've still got Bitcoin kind of flopping around doing the same type of thing. So you can see the 5-wave move off the lows, and then it's done a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC, and it's now doing a 1, 2, and then this is probably going to continue to accelerate as it rolls over and back tests and close all of this down here at 89,140 with a hopeful reversal pushing us back up to the top of the range. Now, there is some supply that it's grinding in right now, so we may, in fact, be wrapping it up right here. But just keep in mind that there's these gaps on the super time frames that are very low that may need to be filled, but only a partial gap fill is okay. And with the uncertainty in the market, we've got that lot of concern about everything. Now, looking here at the daily candle closes, this is not yet closed for today, but you can see we have 1, 2, 3 candles that all closed above the 618. So I'm expecting here that after this back test is completed, a breakout and a move back up above 91,200 should give us the confirmation of now 3 days in a row that we've been holding support here at the 618. But we'll find out in the next coming hours. So ultimately, this is still holding the bullish count for the 618 backtest. Obviously, we could continue lower, but as of right now, nothing has broken on Bitcoin. And same thing with XRP as well, with it trading basically down to the bottom of the range. Oh, let's get zoomed in again. And we're just looking for the completion of this corrective move into probably, again, right about here, 208 would be my guess. So, all right, so now look, range-wise, we're still working on this completion of the 5-wave move down. So this would be wave 1, wave 2, and we've got a lot of work to do to get ourselves all the way back up to this top of the range here, then a back test, and then out of here into late December is kind of what the expectation is for XRP. And then with that as well, the short term, going back to the short term view, liquidity-wise, we can see here on the 48, which is showing us most of the liquidity, that they're coming down and sweeping this late longs down here in this region. And then there is still liquidity up at the higher levels that can help us move out of the top of the range. So, all right, so finally, we've got the Sigma coin. So Sigma is now no stranger to all the market drama. But the way I'm looking at it right now is we have a large, complex WXY correction that ultimately takes us down with an A leg or a W. Then we do an A, B, C up to here. And then we've now finished our Y leg to the downside with an impulsive 5 moves off the low, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. now we have an A, B, C being formed, finishing up its next correction to ultimately shoot out of here, which will go along with XRP's price action. So with our current prices, I mean, you've been given a great gap fill level here for what we're aiming for. And just to return to the 618 is a 10,238% move upwards just to reclaim that level, which is a pretty standard one, but there's likelihood that we'll actually go even further and get up to the 2618. So with the time of what XRP is expected to do, it will take a while, but this will be absolutely epic when that manifests. So we'll be just watching the coin as it continues with that. So as of right now, we're just waiting for this wave 2 correction of the next leg to play out, and then we can start working on going higher. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll check in tomorrow.